All right, everybody. If you are here, we have two watching, and actually, it's one me plus one. So apologies there. I have to see if I turned off Facebook, so you can't call me on Facebook tonight because that was one of the windows I turned off. So we'll see who comes back. I hate it. I hate it when it does that. Will you fucking tackle him, please? Oh, it was a replay. Okay. The elder is here. Thank you. So we're talking back. AJ, I definitely want to hear from you about your Lakers because there's a lot of Laker fans in the house. Well, this is exactly what I said about if you had a team and you were pretty much set with who you had on your team, and you are you didn't have to you didn't have to change up pretty much anything, right? You didn't have to change up anything. So you're gonna be a lot better off. You're gonna be a lot better off because you don't have it's the they got another touchdown. God bless it. Okay, so I see Assembly who couldn't block for shit the last time he played with the Raiders. So there's Edwards Hilaire. I bet you he has over 60 yards tonight. I would have won that prop bet. I would have won that prop bet. No tackling. No tackling at all. So, AJ, you can call in. It looks like it's going to be the Captain and AJ show for right now. And I hate it when I have to restart the show. But AJ, do you got the number? 813-699-0834. Hang on. Let me put it up. 813-699-0834. I am not going to answer to Facebook tonight because I don't have the Facebook queue on. Okay. But no, it's a different number, AJ, when you call into the show. You have my number, but make sure you have the number here so people can hear you. And I appreciate everybody starting to come back. And we had the flyby fuck you. You know, I hate that. There you go. Hey, the elder AJ Brayhew is here, and how you doing tonight, brother? Good to hear from you.
Hey, what's going on there, Jeff?
Going on, brother? And it's like I said, it's my very and I hope you don't mind, but I'm calling you my personal reverend.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
Okay, because if I'm gonna have a reverend, I want to at least have one that I have good rapport with. Where the hell are you, man? That is loud. Loud as
Yeah,
fuck.
man. I'm starting up my, I call it Stella, my Ram 1500 2015.
Okay.
Ram 1500 to Eco Diesel.
Yeah.
Is a turbo 6-cylinder, 30 in the city, 50 on the highway. She's 100,000, just broke. Yep. And she's still ticking like a smooth.
Yeah, well, that was the same truck that you had. Oops, somebody's calling. Hey, Jared, you're gonna have to wait until AJ completes his call. That was the truck that you had when I was out there the last time, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice truck.
Yep.
Very nice
Yep.
truck.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
And
Yeah, man.
I am not buying a big purchase until I know that come fiscal year I'm still employed.
I'll tell you, I'm in the middle of buying a house for me and a wife and the family, and man, it is beautiful out here. And right across the street from our house right now, looks like I think LGI is about to start building some houses right in the 200s. So, while I left Arizona, bought that house 2016
Mm-hmm.
at, I forget what I bought it at, but it was well under it was well under 300. And this house I'm buying at 360 something. I'm going to pay less for this house monthly on the same kind of 30-year loan,
Mm-hmm.
VA, of course, and I'm going to have to pay no taxes.
Right.
Okay, Arizona does not care for its veterans the way Nevada does when it
Yes.
comes to exemption on houses. So I'll take my exemption on my house instead of my car in Arizona. Thank you for the 13 years, but no thank you. I'm loved better here in Nevada.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's get on to them Lakers, huh? How
Let's t-
about that,
let's let
Lakers?
let's talk about the Lakers. And now AJ, I'm going to be very honest. This is what I tell people. I don't bother really to watch basketball until the conference finals because everything before then is immaterial to me.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of like watching baseball. Some would say the same thing. It's like, yeah, you don't want to see anything until the fireworks really gets going and the intensity of the game is
Uh-huh.
there. I understand, but being that COVID has had us housebound and I don't want to say ridiculously sheltered in place, man, I am so happy
Yes.
that this night I got my Dodgers playing. You know, obviously I'm no Chiefs fan, but come on, man, Texas, man, you guys got to get it together, man. That is a sad representation, and not only that, the first quarter, I just took a glance as I was shaving. Let me tell you something, man, and I know you agree with me, Jack. If you're gonna touch the ball and it touches your hands, you gotta catch the freaking ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
And three guys, three and out. I was like, what are they doing collecting a check? Man, that's messed up. For that great talent, and what's the name? Is it Watson or Deshaun Watson? He's the quarterback. That
Yeah.
is sad.
Yeah.
That they gave up that great receiver for a guy now who won't even catch the ball coming out of the flat. You know, I feel bad for him. I don't think he's gonna stay in Houston after he's gone. But anyway, back to the Lake Show. Look, they are playing defense because of Vogel,
Uh-huh.
and that is something we have not seen in a lot of years. And D'Antoni ought to be kicking himself right now as he's the coach of the Houston whatnots, I call them, okay? Because there's no fuel going to a rocket. You might
Uh-huh.
as well call yourself the Green Machine or something. That's even a compliment, but they're not worthy of the name Rocket,
Right.
okay? Maybe Sprocket, I don't know, but he's got to be kicking himself knowing that he had Dwight Howard, the late, great Kobe Bryant, and he still couldn't get us through the playoffs.
Yeah.
You remember those days?
Oh, I
And I
remember
was
those days. Yeah.
licking my chops when I heard that Dwight Howard was coming, and I was like, wow. But he turned out to be a fluff because D'Antoni doesn't teach defense,
Right.
let alone is he that great at an offensive scheme.
No, actually, D'Antoni is more of you have to have a team that's already assembled, that's in a scheme that's already meshed for them. And then he gives you kind of like the fatherly sage advice and will occasionally win you a game off the top, but not really. I mean, I don't really remember anything that Mike D'Antoni did as a coach. I remember him as a decent player, but as a coach, he doesn't go very far unless you have a ready-made team that is already firing on full cylinders, and
Yeah,
that's
you might as with him, you might as well have Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Steve Nash, and I want to go back out there. Give me Karl Malone. Many
right.
people don't, they talk about the greats, but they don't look at Utah when they had John Stockton and Karl Malone, the mailman. When you talk about Houston, I remember Hakeem Olajuwon, and in Phoenix when you had Charles Barkley and Kevin Johnson and those guys, and
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marley.
Yep.
I remember Golden State when they had Latrell Sprewell and Chris Mullin. Come on, talk to me. And yet people are so quick. Oh, he's a future Hall of Famer. Shut up. You're doing such a disrespect to the late greats.
Right.
And yet here they are. And I'm like, you're going to get Steve Nash the job? What about all the other guys who really deserve it? If you're going to give a guy with no resume and no nothing, hire up a Karl Malone. Go get a AC Green from the Lakers. Go get you know what I'm saying? Go get somebody worthy of that who won some rings. Man, come on, man, and it's just disgusting. But I don't think anybody that's playing for the finals, with the exception of the Clippers, has anything close to challenge the Lakers in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If the Lakers find a way to dispatch the Clippers, which I really believe they're going to do it, not just because I'm a Laker fan and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and looking through the rose-colored shades, but I really don't think that Patrick Beverley is going to play 60 minutes. I don't think Mr. What's his name? Forgetting his name real quick. Paul George is going to play 60 minutes, let alone stay healthy. The league is looking a little bit rough. They're getting a little chippy now in the playoffs. You can see it against Houston and the Lakers. But I don't see the Clippers playing 4 quarters physical basketball when Dallas took them to the brinks. When Denver is a fraud of themselves, and Murray, I like him, but he's too young and not veteran savvy yet enough to know how to beat a team like that. Okay?
Uh-huh.
It's just not there. Porter's a good shooter, but you can tell by his comments even today, they didn't give me the ball enough. Come on, man. You got to know how to be humble and take your shots and take what the team gives you, not sit up there and say, it should have, would have, could have. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at it, I don't think the Clippers are going to outlast in just one guy. And I'll just be realistic. Kawhi's great, but can he really beat AD, LeBron, Kuzma, Rajon Rondo, who is coming into his own now that he's healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, somebody. That's not, like I said, take off the rose-colored shades and look at this realistically. Those are 2 guys, really, in Paul George, a defensive guy, and Patrick Beverley. But even he can't go 60 minutes. He has an injury issue. He has a temperamental issue where he might get technically fouled out. And Kawhi is going to have his points, but he even is streaky at times. When you look back at the series, if you put somebody on him enough, he doesn't get his shot off clean, he's not making it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He's not Michael Jordan. He's not Kobe Bryant. So let's stop that, calling him the greatest ever. And Max Kellerman on ESPN, he's just enamored because he took Toronto, and Toronto has a hell of a team. Even though they don't have Kawhi in the mix, they're still fighting to go to the finals out of the Eastern Conference. So is it true that Kawhi is that great? I think not.
Hey, I got a question for you, AJ, and I'm seeing this from Ed Winchell, and he said one thing, but I've also heard something else. It said Lakers are in
Okay.
talks to bring Chris Paul to LA next year. Okay, do you really want Chris Paul on the Lakers if they got everything squared away? But I also heard that Chris Paul might be going to the Sixers, so it depends upon where he would go.
I Chris Paul, it's a funny enigma, so to speak, because he's on an island by himself. This guy can go to any team and ask for the money at 60, I think, because no matter how old he gets, he still has that form. He can still shoot. He can still be the floor general like Rajon Rondo's doing.
Right.
But I think he's a tad healthier than Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
I like Rajon Rondo because Rondo is more in your face. He's picking the ball off of the beard. He's telling Westbrook, "You're good, but watch this." I don't know. It's a toss-up. I don't think we need him, but remember something, folks. The Lakers have enough money to go get another max free agent and keep the guys they have. They were trying to get Kawhi Leonard. He said no. Giannis is out there after this next year. We have more money than the Warriors. We've got more money than the Clippers, and the Clippers are talking about to be rumored to want him. They don't have enough money to move that around, and you got too many big heads on the Clippers team. And I should call them the Seattle wannabe Supersonics because that's where they're moving next.
So you're sure that the Clippers are going up to Seattle even with Ballmer and all that money?
I'm right here in Vegas. I got my ear to the ground where it should be, even though I'm a pastor. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a sports junkie, and I'm going to tell you, I know that T-Mobile owns the Phoenix Suns, and they're coming. Maybe not now, maybe not next week, but they're coming because Arizona's not going to give them a new stadium. The Clippers have to get out of the Staples Center. Where are they going to go? Back to San Diego? They don't have the money to house them. So I look at Seattle with all the problems they have going on up there right now, but I think they are the best option because they want their team back. They're not the Supersonics, but look for the Clippers to possibly refit that city as the new team in Seattle. Now, if it happens that the Suns don't move to Vegas, it could be the Clippers that come here. The A's are also speculated to be moving here, and they're building stadiums out here for them to come. It's just a matter of time before Vegas is the new hotspot because Mark Davis decided to bring the Raiders here. Now Vegas is getting more of a powerhouse saying, we want more. And who has more money than Vegas?
Only the Pope.
All right. Donald Trump ain't even got that kind of money.
No.
We're talking. Come on now.
The Pope. The Pope in Vegas. I'll give you that. Or
you gotta have.
Or a couple guys in New York with broken noses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta have some deep pockets. And when you look at everything that gets built in a hotel out here in the casino, they put it up within 30 days, sometimes 15 days. That's because there's money behind it. They're not waiting, and time is money. And when you think about it, where would you want to be if you owned a franchise?
Oh, I got you. Hey, AJ, I got to let you go. I got a call coming in, partner.
Roger that.
Hey, take it. Thanks for calling, man.
God bless you all.
All right. I didn't get to the caller in time, and like I said, I don't want to be rude to my pastor. I don't want to be rude to my pastor. If you were calling in, and I think it was a 510. So whoever was calling in, please call back. Whoever was calling in, please call back because I didn't want to be rude to my pastor. Just very, very, very honest. But you were calling in, so call back. Let me see here. It was 510, and they left me a voicemail. Let me give them a message. Call back. See, I got to do this. I got to do this with Hunt and Peck. There we go. Okay, good. They called back. This is Captain Jack. Who am I talking to?
This is the Oakland Raiders Savage. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Outstanding. Well, good to hear from you, Savage. I'm glad you're here.
Aha. I kept hearing you asking Asylum, like, get him on the line. So I said, okay, let me go and the Chiefs were winning. I want to watch that game no more. So I said, let me get back and focus back on Raiders and title the Chiefs. Don't want to see the Chiefs no more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I want to make sure that everybody knows that the Savage is there for the main events over opening weekend in Vegas. Savage is going to be out there with Angela. She's going to be out there with Raider Homer. She's going to be out there. Asylum is going to be out there virtually. Hey, by the way, Savage, you've seen me dance before, right?
I saw you a few days ago. You went up there and you twerked to the camera. You closed out the show.
There you go. That was just a prelim. Go back onto my. Actually, you can't because it's on my old Facebook. Fuck. This is why I hate when Facebook took down my profile, because I had a lot of great videos there of people dancing. Okay, hang on. Somebody's calling in. Jared, you're gonna have to wait. Jared, I'm very sorry. You got to wait, Jared. Got to give everybody their 5 minutes. Jared will call back. But but he says I can't. I'm like, oh, dude, you have no clue until when I get out there dancing. So it'll be there.
So you had videos of you dancing and Facebook shut it down. Now this dancing that you had, should this be like on an OnlyFans website? You know, how much twerking were you putting on where Facebook was all like, we can't do this right now. Hold on.
I don't think it was that bad. I don't think I can honestly say I don't think it was that bad. So let's just say that. And hopefully so, but it's like now you're going to be out now. Angela wanted to know whether you're going to be in the twerk contest as well.
Well, she threw the idea at me, and I am the kind of guy that will take any challenge and see if I can go about it. So I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, that's up to her. That's up to her. And again, it's a twerk contest. Now I will
there be tips involved? Is my main question.
You got to ask Angela. You will be right there. You will be there live. So I mean, people can't tip me because they'd have to do those virtual tips like everybody else does. But you're going to be there. You're going to be there. Ask, man.
All the way live, I see.
All the way live. Hey. Oh, and Don, I appreciate it. There's 10 people in here and only 2 thumbs up. 10 are watching. Come on, man. Give me a thumbs up, especially because I lost my feed from before and I was kind of pissed off about that. But give me my thumbs up back. And there you go. Oh, 3 likes. I didn't see 3 likes. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? There you go. There's the 3 likes. That now there's 4. There you go. Give me some likes. Now, Savage, I want to let you know this, and I apologize. When you were on the Homer show, I couldn't stick around. So I wanted you to know it wasn't a personal thing. I had to go, but I'm so glad that's why I said please have him call in, because I want to hear, for those that didn't hear the interview with Homer, you know, what has made you a Raider fan for as long as, and give folks a bio if they don't know you already, because a lot of people know who you are. But give folks a bio just in case.
Well, I was born into the Raider Nation life. I am the second cousin of Black Hole Rob Rivera. He is my mom's cousin, and so I grew up around the beginning of the initial Black Hole group that was formed in Hayward, California. I actually lived 2 blocks behind the house, Raider Dave Monzo's house, where it all started. Rest in peace, Raider Dave Monzo. But I grew up within that whole atmosphere, and you know, it's just in the blood. My dad's one of the original members of the Black Hole. Also, he had his band out there, the Lowdown Band, that would play at the Black Hole tailgates in the first year, 90s, when they when my dad bring them out in 1996, 1997, up until I said 2003 then, but I think it was up until like 2001, 2002. So I was there for the beginning, and I endured all the bad seasons. After the Super Bowl year, I was at the championship game when they beat the Titans to go to the Super Bowl. I was with Mount Davis, and I know a lot of folks don't like Mount Davis. I don't care where I'm at in the stadium. As long as I'm in the stadium, I don't care. I love Mount Davis seats. Wherever I could find tickets at, whatever, I didn't mind. I didn't care. As long as the twerking question. If I do, and I'll give you a 95%, but I probably will, because like I said, I like to do things, okay, you challenge me at a dance contest, okay, let's do it. I'm going to have to do like a 3-roll motion kind of thing. My left ankle's going to not touch the ground. I'm going to have to twerk on my right side. So I'll make it work.
Whatever works, whatever gets you squared away, right twerking. Oh, goddamn, he threw a fucking interception. This is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing for the Texans. So, I see. I lost my thought. I apologize, Savage, because I was about ready to say something. And I saw the interception. Whatever you need to do, right side twerking, left side twerking. If you need to have like a prop, shall we say, a little honey to twerk with, whatever works. But that'll be up to Angela to say what yay or nay is. But we're very, and I say we because unfortunately I'm not going to be there literally, but I'm going to be there in spirit for as much as I can be, and I can't wait to go out there and and be out there with everybody and just have a really good time. And it'll be something that I'm going to enjoy doing, and it's awesome because I even though I'm not there, I'm there in the gist of having a good time with everybody, and I can't wait to do that. So again, and I'm glad you're here as well for that, because we're all going to have a ball. We all are going to have a ball.
And that's what I can't wait to go down there and just kind of be around the Raider Nation family again. I just want to know, though, does Vegas have the odds of each person in the twerking contest? I want to know what my odds are, because I have friends and family that are big gamblers, and I need to let them know if to put money on me or not. So especially if my injury report says left ankle sprain, they need to know if that's going to be a factor in me winning the contest. So just want to know what the odds are and everything. Maybe I might put money on myself, do a little Pete Rose action, if you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying. So.
Well, here's the thing though. I don't want you to like put the make it such a point where that you say you're injured and you're full of shit, and then just to get the money going your way, and then you make a bet on yourself, kind of like. And I was watching what was the name of the what was it, Dodgeball, right? The guy takes the money.
Oh.
The guy takes the money from a bet and puts it on his own team, like Pete Rose did. But see, he was kind of feigning. He was feigning like, oh, I'm hurt. I'm not going to show up. All this shit. I tell you, I'm digging you, Savage, but don't piss off the captain doing something like that.
I don't know. If Chuck Norris gives me a thumbs up, I'm going to have to go with the Chuck Norris. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Chuck Norris. There you go. My best, Vince Vaughn. Now, again, I'd love to be out there with you personally, but hopefully you and I will get together for some events. If it's not this year, whenever I'm allowed to travel, we'll get it together, and it'll be because I don't think we have any pictures together. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we get some pictures together, and as long as I am kicking and screaming, then we'll get that done as well.
Yes. I would love to make that happen. And I appreciate, you, Raider Homer, Angela, and Asylum, putting me out there like that. I really do appreciate, the love and everything. That's why Asylum's all like, hey, they called you out. You got to go to Vegas. I said, okay, well, 100%, let's do this. I made that video. I don't know if you saw it I put it on Instagram and everything. I made that video to let everybody know, all right, then you know what? Raider Savage is coming. After the promo, I got to do it big.
Yeah.
Got to do the promo.
Yeah.
Put myself out there. Like, we're going to Vegas. We're taking over. We're going to have a Savage weekend.
There you go. And again, you're going to have to make it an ultra Savage weekend because you have to make up for my presence.
Oh, yeah. I would do extra. I would twerk so much for you that it'll be 1989 all over again.
Ah, okay.
With the earthquake.
Yeah, I liked your comment, by the way, that the Captain Jack was doing. What were you saying, like the rocking the ship, or what? Because you made a great comment the other day.
I said Captain Jack rocking the boat.
There you go.
And then I said Captain Jack with the tsunami swing.
Ah, the tsunami swing. I like that. There you go. Hey, Savage, I hate doing this, but I gotta get you as soon as I find my phone. There we go. Hang on. Yep, I gotta get you out on that. But thank you for calling, partner.
All good. Can't wait to hear. Talk to you again later on.
All right. Thanks again, brother. That was Savage, and this. Jared, Jared, call back. I didn't get to Jared fast enough. That was Raider Savage. And Jared was calling in, so we'll let Jared call back because I didn't again, and I'm not gonna. I mean, that was Savage's first call, so I'm not gonna be quick on the hang up. Okay, come on. You got to have some tact there. Jared, call back. It was great. It was great to have the Savage here. It was great to have the elder AJ here, and like I said, I'm gonna be here. I'm about ready to turn this game off, though. Is the hockey game any better? Is the hockey game any better? I don't know. Because this game is a stiff. Okay, let's see what's going on in the hockey game. The hockey game is in a commercial. Yeah, Chris understands. It's horrible. Chris, you can call in tonight too. Jared, please call back. And because Jared, I apologize. I didn't get you. Call back. Because I didn't want to be. There we go. There we are. Here we are. Jared, thanks for calling back in, brother, and I appreciate you working with me. Oh, hello. Jared, you here? Oh, fuck. I hate it when I have these extra pings. God damn it. Hang on. Jared, are you here? Hang on. Call back. I swear I clipped them on, but it wouldn't go. Oh, it's 2-2 overtime. I'm gonna watch hockey. Yeah, Okay, I'm going. Okay, Jared, call back. I swear I picked up and I had those extra rings. Yeah, Chris, I agree with you, man. That's horrible. And the Texans. Yeah, I know they lost. D-Hop. Hopefully this works this time. There we go. Jared, how you doing, brother?
Good, Captain Jack. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, it's a 2-all tie right now as we go to overtime right now with Vegas and Dallas.
Yeah, I do have it on. Obviously, I guess it's in the intermission report. Because they're watching highlights, but that is so much better to watch than a slaughter, 24-7. And I expected the Chiefs to win, but I expected to see at least a game. This isn't a game. This isn't a game.
No, not at all. And then you got Miami up 31-14 after 3 quarters of play against UAB, however, tonight, however. I mean, go figure. And now it looks like, I mean, Kansas City is going to just put the final dagger in Deshaun Watson's heart for the night, however. I mean, they're up 24-7 now, but they're knocking on the door again. And it's just, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, looking at the stats tonight, I mean, Mahomes 23 of 30 tonight, 208 passing. However, Watson 12 of 20, $133 passing. It's just been an off night for Deshaun and company, so it has not been a very good night for him, to say the least. But what was a good night, however, is the Lakers. Yes, I can now say the Lakers, however, like the Reverend, however, mind you, however, the Lakers are in the driver's seat right now, and things are looking mighty good for them right now after winning again tonight against the Rockets, 110-100. The Rockets needed this game, but unfortunately, Mr. Davis and Mr. LeBron came up big yet again, 80, 29. Actually, LeBron didn't have a bad night, 16, but AD was the hero tonight. And then for the Rockets, it was James Harden, 21, Westbrook with 25. But again, the Rockets needed to tie up this series and at least force Game 5. Now you're down 3-1 and pretty much all but out at this point. You could be put out of your existence, let's just say, at least for the playoffs this year, come Saturday, unless you find a way to win this one. But I think the Lakers are now punched their ticket, and it's going to be an all-LA final, it looks like, at this point, possibly between LA and LA.
And you have, I can guarantee you that LA will win that series.
Yeah, I think the Lakers, if they can keep Kawhi in check, however, if AD and LeBron keep playing the way they're going right now, they're going to face probably the toughest team right now and the surprise team of this whole NBA playoff bubble format, however, the Miami Heat. The Heat, no one gave credit to at the start of this playoff run. Everyone said, oh, Toronto's going to go back. Boston might have a slight chance at that. Philadelphia was kind of hanging on Embiid, however, but again, Boston was the talk with Jason Tatum and everything. Okay, Toronto being the defending champs was Lowry. They thought, okay, it's going to be LA and Toronto maybe, or LA and Boston. But right now, it could be LA and Miami in the final.
Yeah, and I think that'll be an entertaining series. Actually, I think the Lakers will take it. I was being facetious when I said I bet you LA wins that series, but I definitely would have been right. But I think a Lakers Heat series, like you said, nobody gave the Heat any even airplay to get into this series, and I can see at least a 6-gamer with the Lakers getting it eventually, but I think that the Heat could probably push LA to at least 6 games.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, before the playoffs even started, I mean, the Heat had lost 4 of their last 5, and all of a sudden, they've only lost 1 game this whole playoff format. It's scary. It's very scary to look ahead, however, but you look at Jimmy Butler and the way he's progressing this year. I mean, they knocked out the Bucks and Giannis. No one thought, they're going to knock out Giannis in Milwaukee, however. I mean, that wasn't going to happen. They knocked out Indiana. And now, like I said, Howard, they could very well pretty much be sitting pretty at this point, Howard, waiting to see Boston and Toronto, and that's going to be a fun series. Because, like I said, tomorrow we're going to see what happens there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm looking, like I said, I'm just seeing. I think tomorrow, like I said, I'm trying to see who plays tomorrow. I know for a fact, Howard, the Lakers are not back in action until Saturday, so I think Toronto and Boston Game 7's tomorrow. And then talking about hockey, looking ahead to there, Howard, I mean, the Lightning already up 2-0, Howard, putting the Isles in a hole, Howard. They could make it 3-0 tomorrow night. I mean, that was a fun game to watch last night. I watched some of that game last night in Tampa, New York, and that was entertaining.
Yeah, I don't, you know what? I don't think so. And trust me, I think the Lightning are a much better team. 31? Would they get another touchdown?
Yeah, they got another touchdown. Yeah, that running back from LSU, he scored. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Actually, because I was talking with Nick, I should have gave him my maybe he bet my $20 anyway, because because I told him I wanted to send him $20 for the over. I'm sure he has over 60 yards rushing.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a second. I know Alex Killorn will be suspended, after the boarding call last night, so he will not play tomorrow. He has been suspended. by the safety. So that kind of hurts Tampa a little.
And see, that's the other thing. That's why I don't think Tampa's going to win Game 3 is not only is Killorn out, but Point is still out. And that's a lot of firepower taken away from Tampa.
Which player were you talking about now? How I can find out the stat? I'm looking at the stats right now. Which player are you looking for? Hilaire?
Yeah.
He has 116 yards rushing tonight.
Yeah. If Nick laid a bet for me, for tasty cakes, as I say, because I've never bet before. I really haven't. I've bet, like office pools, and I've bet like people one-on-one, but I've never placed an organized bet before. I've never done it. So if Nick made a bet with me, then I owe him money. The running back for the Chiefs is Edwards-Helaire, Chris, and he has over 100. So if he made a bet, if he made the bet, I made some money. If not, then I didn't lose it anyway. But I'm gonna get on you though, because you said that I said that the Raiders are going to be 7-9, and I'm on record with a 10-6 record. I'm on record.
I remember you said that to Coach and Nick earlier tonight, Howard. And the reason why I say 7-9, I mean, they are improving. It's going to come down to Carr, obviously, but you brought up the one player that I really love more than anyone next to Jerry Jeudy, however, obviously, who will be probably one of the rookies of the year, and that is Mr. Ruggs. I think Ruggs is like another Tim Brown. He's fast, he's quick, he's speedy, and Carr likes the speed in him. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun watching him, because I watched him at Bama. And I think Gruden and them just absolutely are in love with this kid. And I think he is the key that gets that engine going.
Yeah, but see, you know what? Don't poo-poo Edwards. I actually think that Edwards has a better year than Ruggs. I just have that feeling, because he's a bigger, stronger receiver. He's not like he's a slouch on speed. He's got speed, but he's bigger, stronger, TO type. And I think that he's going to have a really good year this year. And I think that Ruggs is going to have a lot of doubles. And so if you double up Ruggs, it's going to leave Edwards and even Renfro with a lot of good yardage on them. So that's why I think that Edwards is going to have a better. I mean, I hope I'm wrong and everybody has like over 1,000 yards, and the Raiders are at least 10-6, if not more. And then Asylum said it as well. Both Asylum and myself and Raider Homer are on record for 10-6. So when you said I said 7-9, I'm like, no. They were 7-9 last year, and that was only because the NFL screwed them out of 2 wins. They were really a 9-17. That's why I think that they're 10-6.
And I'm talking, and I'll tell you what, there's a couple coaches right now who I think are on the. We talked about one of the coaches I think that is on the hot seat right now is O'Brien, obviously down in Houston, I think this year. Another guy who I think really is, I mean, everyone's saying is kind of on the hot seat, but I don't think he is right now, is Anthony Lynn, obviously in L.A. with the Chargers. I don't think he's going to be there, but it's going to be hard to see. But talking about receivers real quick, I'll get you out on this. I'm sure everyone heard this story, but if they didn't, apparently Josh Bellamy, however, apparently has been arrested for his alleged role in a big scheme to receive illegal loans, however, believe it or not. I guess he was arrested today. Yeah, it says here, according to Rich Simony of ESPN, says the story. Former New York Jets wide receiver Josh Bellamy was arrested for his alleged role in a $25 million scheme to receive illegal loans intended for coronavirus relief, said the U.S. Justice Department. He has been charged in a federal complaint with fraud, bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud. He allegedly received more than $1.3 million in Paycheck Protection Program (PPP) loans for his company Drip Entertainment LLC, according to the Justice Department. He was arrested Thursday morning in Florida and was scheduled to appear later in the day today before U.S. Magistrate Justice Christopher Tewitt of the Middle District of Florida. According to the Justice Department, he spent more than $62,000 in loan money at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Florida, and is also accused of using more than $104,000 for luxury goods, including purchases at Dower, Gucci, and various jewelers, in addition to withdrawing more than $302,000.
Wow, that's just stupid.
Heartbreaking.
Well,
stupid and heartbreaking too.
Well, you know what? Heartbreaking. I mean, I don't really know a lot about the guy, so maybe it's heartbreaking because he's a wasted athlete,
Yeah, exactly.
that did stupid shit, and he had, he has opportunities up the yin yang, and he does stupid shit, and now he's going to prison again. And again, and I have no love lost for anybody that's a fraud guy, considering that and I don't consider myself stupid. I really don't consider myself stupid, but if I can be taken for $53,000 by a contractor, anybody can. Okay.
Yeah.
So and I tell you, I have to work with and actually I gotta wait until my buddy comes back so I gotta need some help with the paperwork on that. I'm hoping to recoup some of that. And actually it was more than $53,000 because he bilked me out of $53,000. And then with his shoddy workmanship, he cost me an extra $15,000 in repair. So that's 5360. That's $68,000 that I'm out because of this fucker, and I hope to recoup at least some of that, if not as much as I can. So we'll see on that.
You will. I have faith. Believe me, you will. All right, I'm going to get out on that note, so I will talk to you on Sunday night.
All right. Hey, always good hanging out with you there, Jared, for the Pittsburgh Report. Great analysis. Whenever we miss anything, folks, if you didn't hear about it already, Jared will let you know.
Oh, one last thing real quick, and this is pretty cool. I saw this on the schedule blip, however, for next year. We're talking about next year already, and it's only a year away, but I'm looking at next year. I see the Raiders are coming to Pittsburgh, and then the following year, the Raiders play the AFC North Division. So it could be a home-and-home series with the Raiders, one here in Pittsburgh and one in Vegas. You never know.
Well, remember, if they go to Pittsburgh, and if I'm still living and breathing, okay, I'm hanging with you. Just make sure you have an a nice extra couch and a plug that's good for my CPAP machine. That's all I ask.
I will let you know about that. I'll keep you informed.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Jared. You take care of yourself.
You too.
All right. That's Jared. Love to listen to Jared. It got really good stuff, and a fan of the show. And like I said, as long as we have callers. And it is close to 11, and I know that I had to stop the show earlier. I had to stop the show earlier because I had the spinning circle of death. I hate that. And no, I didn't forget Waller, Chris. I didn't. But if you, like I said, if you're doubling up on Ruggs, and I think Ruggs is going to get some doubles. I know Waller is, and if you double up, and I don't even know what so it's the fourth quarter, and I'm switching back to the hockey game. Maybe it's on now. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, did Dallas win? I just switched over. I guess Dallas won. Yeah, 3-2. I missed it because I was talking to Jared and I had the football game on. So Dallas won. So all of those people, off the pipe and in, 3-2. Dallas up 2-1. So. Yeah, and I just saw something from JT the Brick. Yeah, must win for the Knights. Must win. So all those people that were saying, that the Knights are just going to walk through in the West. I don't think so. And yeah, and Chris, I agree with you. Whoever you double, you're going to open up. If whoever's doubled, somebody's open. If Waller's doubled, Ruggs, Renfro, depending upon what the scheme is. If it's three wides and a tight end, which would mean no running back. If Ruggs is doubled, then one of the receivers or the tight end or even the back's open. So pick your poison. there is, like I said, that is why I say that there is no reason why the Raiders should be less than 10-6. No reason why the Raiders should be less than 10-6. I'm not a homer. Not that Homer's here, but I'm not a homer on that. I really believe. Chris, are you working? Because I know Chris is commenting. I guess because I know that you work a lot too. So if you're working, I understand. If you're working, I understand. Number is still 813-699-0834. Dallas up 2-1. And I guess I gotta. Is there did the Phillies win? I had the Phillies game on earlier. I'm sure I'm sure it's over. I'm sure it's over. Let me see if I can get a score. Let me go to, okay, there's a broadcast that's on. Okay. Mike Sarah's on. Good to have Mike Sarah on. Mike, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
Good. Hey, just driving back from the gym, and I was watching the Chiefs game, so I wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah. And I put on a channel, which I got to find another one. A broadcast just so I can see when they have the they say, hey, click the red box and you get the scores. So I got to see. I don't want to watch the friggin' Chiefs just totally dismantle the Texans. That's just horrible. If I was a Texans fan, I would be definitively just embarrassed by what went on today.
Well, here's what happened. It's like 24/7, and Watson got hit by Honey Badger and threw an interception. Guy ran down to about the 20-yard line. Chiefs got to like 4th and inches. They went for it. Mahomes throws this terrible pass in the end zone, gets intercepted, and they give Mahomes the push-off call.
Oh, God.
I just could not believe it. They gave him a push. I guess one of the guys in the end zone pushed off. I don't know. It was horrible. And, Mahomes starts throwing his little arm around like he always does. And I had to turn it off. I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, boy.
It was just tough to watch. It's just going to be like last year, It's going to be like last year. It's a shame. I just hope we could do it. I hope we can beat them. I mean, if we could beat them at least once this year, I think our season would be complete. Just beating the Chiefs once would be nice.
And I think we can. That's the thing. If you have, and okay, and this is a big if the officials call a straight game and don't always give the Chiefs every fucking call, kind of like they always give the Cheatriots every fucking call. If they have a straight game, I really think that the Raiders could beat the Chiefs. I really think so.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna.
You there, Mike? Mike.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought we have
a major problem with the phone right now.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Mike, can you hear me? Mike.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, can you hear me? Mike.
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? This sounds like a bad.
Yeah, there's like a major buzzing. Let me see if I could get out of this bad area. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah. Do that.
Terrible buzzing on line.
Okay, you want to call me back in a second because you still got a couple minutes.
I'll just call you back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I know I normally have like the no 2 calls in one night, but Mike still had about 2.5 minutes to go. But yeah, Chris, we're playing at Arrowhead early. We're playing them early at Arrowhead. At like within the first 4 weeks. We got Mike back. Mike, how you doing, brother? Is it better?
Yeah, that's better. I don't know where that buzzing was coming from. Did you hear that loud buzzing noise?
No, I heard that there was like a click, and then I couldn't hear you, and then there was issues. So yeah.
Yeah. Big Brother's listening in on us, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You know actually how you stop that, and this is true.
How's that?
If you ever think that you are being monitored, okay, you say, I am Mike Serra. I am an American citizen. Please, or cease and desist the monitoring of this call. And by law,
They have to.
they have to. Unless you are doing something that is criminal. And then...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee I'm not doing anything that's criminal, so I think I'm okay there.
Yeah, there you go.
At least last time I checked, I wasn't doing anything wrong. But, yeah, so I guess getting back to the Raiders and Chiefs, and it would be really nice to beat them at least once this year. I just, I think we could do it. Like you said, it's just a matter of getting out there, and Gruden's got to ramp it up this year. This is his swing year. He can. This year will probably be the year he can afford to maybe not make the playoffs, but the following year he's going to have to make the playoffs. So I think it's going to be put up or shut up time for him.
Yeah, and remember, this is year 3 of Gruden. So I fully expect the Raiders to be in the playoffs this year. By the way, Celia is here. Thank you there. She says I'm looking good. I love her. She's awesome. She's awesome. Thank you there, Celia. In fact, Celia can call in if you want to. Celia, the number, I'll do the number in a minute for Mike, because Mike still has about 30 seconds before I have to get him to go.
Yeah.
And the fires are no joke. Live close to the one in, is it Yucaipa? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Yucaipa. And Celia can call in. I want to hear. Celia is actually she's a Raiderette who is married to a Buccaneer fan. So
That's a rough one.
Yeah, you know. It is. You gotta feel for her.
That's tough, man.
A Raiderette that's married to a Buccaneer fan. So sucks for her.
Yeah.
But Mike, I agree with you, and I'm going to get you out on this as well. And hopefully, maybe Asylum will call in, maybe Celia will call in. I know Hot Neil will call in, but hopefully, I honestly I'd rather hear from Celia, but that's just me. But again, I think that the Raiders are going to beat the Chiefs at least once this year. And I think it's going to be in Kansas City. I really do. I think it's going to be in Kansas City.
I might try to go to that game.
Well,
I don't know how hard it is to get tickets for, what do they hold, like 25% capacity, which is, I don't even know what that is, how many fans that is. But
yeah, I think it was like they capped it at like 22,000 or 22%, whatever it was either 22,000 or 22%. And I think it was there. And
and getting tickets for that game could be tough. That could be a tough because 22,000. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to go to that game. So
right, and and again, it's hard to get tickets in Kansas City anyway. And then when you make it where that there's only 20% available, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much impossible. You're going to have to know somebody to get tickets for that kind of game.
Oh, and Asylum said $300 is the cheapest.
Yeah, there you go. There's my reason not to go now.
Yeah, and you'll see it better on TV.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, Captain. Well, I'll let you go. And sorry about the breakup on the call there. I don't know what that was all about. It's happened several times. So.
Yeah, no worries.
Anyway,
man. You are a true what is it? What do you call somebody is steady and always watches and a constant viewer? Yeah, you're consistent viewer. You are you're always in here. And China just chopped in too. So great, we might hear from China. So always.
I want to give I want to give a plug real quick for the Bob Grant interview. If anybody has not listened to that, please listen to that. The man, he's a great guy, and I agreed with everything he was saying, and he's got a great point on everything that he talks about. So if anybody gets a chance to listen to that interview, I think I was like on Monday.
Yeah,
definitely listen to it.
Yeah, and I love interviewing players. In fact, tomorrow I have to remind myself to call Jack Squirek up early just to make sure that we have that interview going on. And then if and when I can get it together, I have a premiere. There will be an interview with two people that has never been conducted ever. With the two people,
nice.
Yeah, with the two people together, it has never been done. It's where these two people were together for this interview. So I will make sure that I start greasing the skids on that, and we'll have.
Now, do you have the people? Are you gonna let us know who the two people are?
No, not until I know a date. So as soon as I get a date squared away, I will push that, and it will be something that has never been done.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Jarrett Bunch. I didn't get to listen to the whole thing. I had company over, so I was kind of back and forth on that. But I definitely want to hear the Jack Squirek. Is that on Friday night?
No, that's tonight or I should say tomorrow night. Technically tonight, because normally when
it's Friday already.
It's Friday already. So yeah, it'll be Friday night. So yeah, it'll be Friday night. Jack Squirek, if all goes well, and it should be. And then actually, last Friday I had to remind Jared Bunch we had the interview, and it's like he was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." So you got to do it.
Yeah, he was a good interview too. I enjoyed his show. What I got to hear, I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, unfortunately, but I'll have to revisit that sometime.
Yeah.
But all right, good. Well, I will let you go, and good luck to the Tampa Bay Rays, the Rays too, but Tampa Bay Lightning and hockey. I'm kind of rooting for them.
Yeah.
No offense, Jimmy, but I am rooting for them. So.
No, I am too, man. The Flyers are out of it. I mean, I'd much rather have the cup come here to Tampa so I can actually get some apparel. And I actually have a Stanley Cup mug from the first time the Lightning won the cup, and I have a mug two mugs from the conference finals with the Flyers. So that's stuff that is hard to find. So I'm sure that would be sellable on eBay maybe.
Didn't they have that one forward? What was the guy's name? Like St. Louis?
Yeah, Martin St. Louis.
That guy was awesome. Little guy too.
Yeah. Little plugger.
But yeah, okay. All right. Well, again, I'm going to I'll let you go. I know somebody else needs to call in here. So, but good talking, and I'll be listening tomorrow night with the interview.
All right. Thanks again.
I guess tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Tonight upcoming.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks again, Mike.
Bye now.
Good night. That's Mike Sarah, who is dialing in from Misery. Again, in order of preference, I gotta go with Celia and with Sheila right behind her for calls. And I'm honest. Celia, then Sheila, and of course I get Hot Neil. Nothing wrong, nothing against Hot Neil, but if I'm gonna have a preference, I'm going to have a young lady call me, then Hot Neil. But Hot Neil, how are you doing, brother? How are you feeling, by the way?
Well, I'm pissed off today.
Good.
I'm really pissed off because I called my CEO today to try to get my pension and all that, and I've been denied.
You were denied on your pension?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that sucks. Who denied you on your pension?
Your buddy, your best friend.
On your pension?
Yeah, because they say since re-election is coming, I have to wait.
Okay. My best friend. Are you not? You're
Donald
not.
Trump.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was somebody I actually knew.
No.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get your pension.
Well,
Ed Winchell,
yeah.
I need to tell you this as well. Ed Winchell says he couldn't find the Strawberry rookie card, but are you interested in a signed Daryl Strawberry jersey? That'll probably cost you, though.
Yeah, I don't know how much he wants for that.
Okay. Are you friends with Ed Winchell on Facebook?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and get with Ed and see how much that costs.
Okay. Okay. I will talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see his message.
yeah. So what brings you in tonight? What's going on?
Well, that's one of the things that I'm pissed about the pension. Second thing is, I was watching today the Raiders news. Chucky came on, Carr came on. I just hope this year we just get at least one ring. Just hoping for this year. The rest of the year, I'm just waiting on to see if we can get other rings.
Well,
Do you remember?
yeah. Go ahead.
Remember the Patriots? They won 6 games in a row and they got 6 rings.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Patriots did it, us, the Raiders, we could do the same thing. All we need is the teamwork from Chucky and the offense and the defense. That's all we need, teamwork from them. You
Yeah.
get that teamwork, we can't go wrong.
Well, here's the thing, though, Hot Neil, and you saw it tonight with the Chiefs. Okay, any team that has all of the people that are already together with very little added folks. Okay, the Chiefs' offense was clicking last year. The only difference, the one guy that should have been the MVP in the Super Bowl opted out. One of their offensive linemen, the Duvernay, the doctor, he opted out. But they plugged and play into there. They have a really good running back in Edwards-Helaire, and they picked up Osemele to play on their line. So they're good to go, and they had very little turnover of their team. So that's why they were clicking on all cylinders. Now the Texans lost D-Hop, and they plugged in with Brandon Cook. They got rid of D-Hop, and they brought in Johnson, who played okay. He didn't play bad, but they're still not the team that they were exhibiting last year, and they got their asses handed to them. So I think that any team that is in sync and has the players together like they had from last year, and I don't think that there's a lot of different newer players other than our speedsters, or the 2 rookies out on the ends, Edwards as well as Ruggs, but the offense should click, and the defense. That's where we have to make sure that the new folks that are coming in for the defense are playing up to par, and if they're playing up to par, there's really no reason why the Raiders shouldn't have a good year. But their first 6 games are against very tough teams. So I'm telling people, if the Raiders are 3-3 at the end of those 6 games, it's not bad. A 3-3 playing. Let me see: the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Bills. The only team, and did I say okay? Yeah, Chiefs, Bucks, Saints, Bills. Oh, Patriots are part of that team. And I think the only game that's going to be somewhat easy, and I say somewhat easy, is their first game against the Panthers. So if they're 3-3 against those teams, that's not bad, because the last 10 get a lot easier, and that's why I think the Raiders can be on their way to a 10-6 record if they at least split their first 6 games. 3-3 is not bad.
Yeah, and again, and I don't want, I don't know about the rest of the Raider Nation, but I'm sick and tired of hearing Chucky with excuses. There's no more excuses. Now we have a good, I'm not going to call it stadium. I'm going to call it Coliseum. Okay? If we have a good Coliseum this year, I just can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do. Because if you have a good Coliseum, it's all built, brand new and everything, I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, we didn't win because we didn't have a good field, or we did this. We just hope we have a good team this year, a good decided equipment manager, not like we had before. You know, like we make good decisions and we can win. That's what I'm saying.
I think so. And like I said, the Raiders need to make sure that they come out and, like I said, with this brand new stadium, they need to start with a definitive home field advantage with the fans. That even though they're not in the stands, you can feel if people are out there. And I really think that the Raiders are going to know that their fans, even though they're not in the stands, that they are right out there supporting them. And remember, when the Golden Knights came out their first year, they went to the Stanley Cup Finals as an expansion team. Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying that the Raiders are going to go to the Super Bowl as their first year in Vegas, but there's no reason why they can't at least make the playoffs this year. I really think so.
All right, Captain. Well, thank you for having me again in your show, and I want to wish everybody a good night. But again, let's just hope we don't have no excuses this year.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm with you, Hot Neil. I don't want to hear excuses either.
Because I mean, we have a good, like I said, good Coliseum coming up. We have a good equipment manager that we picked up already. Just hope they don't make the same mistake we did back in, I think it was 2015 or 16, when that freaking equipment manager messed up when we were playing on the snow.
Okay.
So, all right, Captain. Have a good night, and I'm going to leave pretty soon from your show because I have to get up tomorrow. I have a thing to do tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm probably gonna cap it at midnight. But yeah, I'm gonna be right behind you, partner. You get some rest.
All right, brother. God bless and thank you. And I want to wish my whole family out there a very good night, and God bless you all.
All right. Thanks again there, Hot Neil. You take care of yourself. God bless you as well.
You too. Likewise.
All right. That was Hot Neil. Always good hearing from him. And so the line is now open again. 813-699. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. Now what we have here, folks, is, and it's going to take me a bit. It's going to take me a bit to get this ready. So stand by.
Okay.
Stand by on this one because again, once we have Skype coming in, I have to get this get this set up. So again, 1 second, and I will put it up on here.
Okay.
And oh shit, I'm on the wrong screen. Okay, wait. Yeah, this goes here, and that goes here. Because if not, then I gotta go here. And 1 second, folks. So I think if I do this right, yeah, sookie now. There we go. How are you doing, China? I got you on the screen. I got me up there as well. So I figured out, you know, how to do like a Skype with you there, and it don't look too bad. You know, full screen with you because again, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but you look good. I'm only in the corner, so I'm only a little figment of your imagination.
Oh, good Lord.
So. We have the Skype. So if you see, this is what you do when you do Skype, okay? Although there's these fucking announcements that I hate that it will be in the you know, as they come in, and I'll get so it'll be into one corner of the screen. So unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to get rid of them, you know. And it'll be like, yeah, okay, there's a Facebook one. I hate the one like she's lonely and she wants you to turn you on. or all of the smut ads that I will get. Stupid. Stupid shit. So, see, there you go. Hungry for love. I tell you what, I'm not hungry for you, baby. Not you, darling. The one that came up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure this one out. Hang on. I didn't do it right. Gosh darn it. I'm going to I'm trying to put something in the corner so you won't see these stupid pop-up ads. So there you go. God fucking damn it.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my God. It won't work with me. Okay. I think maybe I got it. Okay. We'll find out. How you doing, honey?
I'm good.
What I got to end up doing is what I'll probably end up doing next time is I will put my camera there on the bottom right, knowing that will probably knock out or actually it'll be over the camera. I got to do something there. I got to put like a black box or something. I don't know. Or maybe not have it as big. That's what she said, maybe.
Oh, good Lord.
So what's going on tonight, hon?
And like I said, I just got back from shopping. I was down in Austin, just cruising the mall. Just did a little mall hopping.
So what's going on tonight?
Basically, the traffic pretty much sucks and all this other crap going on. Was watching the Texans game, but I already knew that score was already going to be a flop.
Yeah, I mean, and you being a ex-Texans fan, okay, I was quite surprised with the effort that came out tonight.
Yeah,
I really was. I was quite surprised with the bullshit that I saw on the screen.
Yeah,
and I had high hopes when they came out, and it looked like they were upset. Well, granted, the officials took off one of the touchdowns that the Chiefs originally had, incomplete pass. So the Texans scored first, and they haven't done shit the rest of the night.
Oh, I believe it. I know. It's just typical. I always kept saying every year that the Texans are playing, they get comfortable with one lead, and then they pretty much fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying, don't get comfortable. If you're in the lead, don't get fucking comfortable, because the other team will run your ass over.
Yeah, and that is why I'm hoping that Gruden, who is notorious for not keeping the foot on the gas,
right?
Not doing it. He is notorious for that, and I think that something needs to be done.
Yep.
And he needs to make sure that he is not. What's the word I'm looking for?
Not pulling a Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. Not doing something, not making the stupid fucking moves, and he continues to be ever charging, not being complacent, not being so damn conservative, and I think that is something that we need to look at to make sure it doesn't happen. I want to make sure that it doesn't hapen, and that's and we have to guard against that. And if we do that,
don't let your guard down. That's if you're don't let your guard down. That's the all. And in military terms, don't be complacent.
Right.
Because if you become complacent, you're costing your team a freaking win.
Mm-hmm.
People will wind up getting injured. People will wind up. The other team's gonna wind up scoring 20, 30 points, and we're pretty much it'll take a wing and a prayer for a team to. I'm just using the Raiders as an example. it'll take a wing and a prayer for the Raiders to get back in the swing of things.
Right. Now I got to ask you what. Now you've said it last night, and if you didn't hear her, I want your synopsis of what's going to happen on Sunday. Again, for those that missed it, I loved how you put it. Because again, the coach of the Panthers for being he's the ex-coach from Baylor.
Yeah.
And like some of his I don't want to say limitations, but how he is. So having said that, give everybody else your synopsis of what should and could happen on Sunday for the Raiders.
Okay, with Matt Rule, he's not ready for this. He's not ready to play against John Gruden. As a college coach, he was doing good with Baylor, but this is his big test dealing with the big boys. This ain't college. This ain't the Big 12. This sure as hell ain't Baylor. You're in the NFL, brother. You're playing with the big boys. You're coaching the big boys. Let's set all the bullshit aside. I understand this is his first year, but John Gruden's been doing this for a long time. No, I didn't get what you're thinking. I know what everything. Well, Danny don't know this, but
well, I'm gonna have to fade you back on screen so I can show you. Okay, I put you back on screen.
Okay.
Go ahead. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I did a little bit of shopping. That was it. Yeah, that was it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, you gotta have your rubber bands.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I actually saw the ones that are in and they're on Facebook, and they're actually like the skull bands, the ones that are like for like $125 or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're pricey, but I'm thinking maybe if and I say this, if I know that I'm going to be working come 1 October, because about fiscal year, about fiscal year with the military.
Oh yeah.
If I'm working 1 October, great big sigh of relief, and I might go out and I actually might buy a brick if they're still available.
Right.
Because again, then I can see buying a brick, for the new stadium, and that's like $1,500. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. And I want to do it, but I can't justify it if I don't know what's going to be happening in the next, 2.5 weeks.
Right.
So if that happens, I might go out and buy a brick, and then those Raider, or they're not Raider, but like they're the metallic skull bracelets. I might get a couple pairs of them, because I have I definitely, whenever I buy things, I got to look at the attire for my wardrobe, my persona. It's not a costume, damn it. It's a uniform. So, at least for me, other people can wear costumes. I don't wear a fucking costume. I wear a uniform. So I tell people that, because the captain wears his uniform.
Right.
But that's just me. And it's always a pleasure. And you know what? I love seeing the smile. That's the best thing about it, is getting you to smile and having a good conversation with you, and knowing that you went out and you got some really cool things, and I know you got something for me to come, because you were talking about it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do it.
Don't worry about it. I'm just saying that it was even the thought. It was just the thought of what you said. Is wonderful. So when it comes to fruition, that's great. And the one thing that I really can't wait for is when you and I get together the next time. We'll be dressed together.
Right.
We'll be dressed together. And tell Donkey Dolphin. Tell Donkey Dolphin he can't be in the picture.
Oh, okay. Dear, come hither with a shirt on.
Yeah, with a shirt
and shorts.
on. What'd he say?
He said, hold on.
Yeah. And actually this reminds me of something that, and I said it on the Muddle Show. I was in a webinar the other day.
Oh, Lord.
And I was the only person in the webinar, and then this one dude popped into the webinar, no shirt, and and then throws his shirt on over the top. I mean, maybe he was wearing underwear. I don't know. But here's the thing: if you are going to a webinar in COVID 2020 terms, before you turn on the thing that says on, you make sure you're wearing a fucking shirt, because the guy was pasty white.
Holy crap.
And just, I mean, and granted, I'm not a Chippendale, but I looked like a Chippendale in comparison. Okay? Pasty, didn't know anybody was in the webinar, and I got a screen capture of him putting the shirt up, because I couldn't do the screen capture fast enough to show a dude in, like with a top off. Not that I really care about I'm seeing a dude with a top off, but it's COVID webinar theorem 2020. If you go to a fucking webinar, you make sure you're at least dressed when the camera comes on.
Jesus, no.
Stupid.
No, don't. Yeah. Like in the military, if we're doing any type of webinar on, yes, for the love of God, put on some fucking clothes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's probably some of the visuals I've seen at Walmart.
Yeah. And again, like, I always make sure, literally, that before I put the camera that is right here, I turn it around, because that's the camera that comes on when the webinar comes on. I make sure I have a top on, and if I rolled out of bed, I'm wearing a baseball cap, so it's not really bad. But you make sure you're dressed. Is Donkey Dolphin there?
Yeah, he's over. Yes. Yes, dear. He's talking about you.
Come here, Danny.
No.
Come here, Donkey Dolphin.
Yes. Danny's
what do you
here.
want?
Very.
Who outranked you in the Navy, dear?
Very passive aggressive there, shipmate. I was just saying. There you go. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad myself.
Okay, I told your wonderful bride this. Okay, I said, the next time that we have a picture together, her and I are coordinated. So guess who's not going to be in the picture? Unless you're wearing a shade of black or gray, you're going to be taking the picture, because if we're coordinated, Danny, you're not invited. I'm just letting you know that. I love you to death, but if we're taking a coordinated picture, you're not invited, brother. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Ouch. Oh, God. Yeah. Mic drop.
Oh, yep. Wait. Here, look at this, Danny. Wait. Damn. Here. You see it? Drop.
Nope.
You see it? Drop. It's an imaginary mic, and it's gone. It's gone. But hey, thank you for putting a shirt on for this conversation, my friend.
Yes, good Lord, yes. Please, thank you, babe, for putting on a shirt.
And have a good night, man. Always good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
All right, brother. You take care. All right, China. I'm gonna. I definitely gotta let you fade out on this one.
All right.
Thank you, honey. You take care of yourself as well.
All right. Yeah, I gotta get up at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah. Well, I got to get up occasionally.
I know, right? Yeah, Dakota's looking at me like, Mom, let's go to bed, please.
Go to bed. There you go. You guys take care. Get some rest out there.
All right, Cap. Love you.
Well, take care. Love you too.
All right.
That was Raider at China, who is off camera now. Oh, somebody's calling. Wow, that was fucking quick. Hang on. I don't see it now. I got to find where my phone is. Okay, there it's Steve. There we go. Hang on, Steve. Are you here, Steve?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Captain?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you? I'm fading. I'm fading to the picture right now, and I had on Raider at China, and I love the fact when I can do Zoom or not Zoom, Skype, she gets in the picture, so it's like a picture of a caller as well. And I want to thank Raider Homer for showing me how to do that. And so that now we've done it on this platform, and we've done it on the I can't remember what the other friggin' platform I used with the video, but it works out well. So I actually get a chance to talk with China. So that's one good thing. Oh, somebody else is calling. Hang on. Nope. I don't know who the hell's calling because it's only you. Steve, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna hear.
I can hear you, Captain.
Yeah, it's. I have like a what is it? Like a phantom caller. So we're gonna hear those damn friggin' bells going off. Okay, they stopped. Good. That wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. But
maybe that'll be Raider China's her wedding bells.
Yeah. Well, no. She's been married for a little over a year, right? If I remember right, because she did the announcement.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah. No, it's been a little while, but yeah, always good hearing from her. I'm sorry. What was that?
I know. Hey, what's up with these Houston teams? What's up with these Houston teams? I didn't watch any of it, and they were 0 for 3. Here you had the perfect storm for Houston sports. Once or twice a year you get all three major sports teams playing. They like the Rob Schneider said in The Wedding Singer or Waterboy. He said, "We suck again."
Oh no!
They were horrible.
Oh no, we suck again. So you got to do it with the accent.
We suck again.
You can do it.
But what's up with the?
You can do it all night long. Yeah. Oh no, we suck again.
You nailed it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good on voices, so there you go.
You are. Hey, do you do any character voices?
Well,
any celebrities that we all know? I'm sure you do.
Well, I mean, you and I are older, so see if you can figure out who this one is. It was the Strawberries, Shay. The Strawberries. It was the whole crew against me, and the Strawberries.
Edward Robinson.
Actually, it was Humphrey Bogart in the K Mutiny.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, I didn't see the K Mutiny, but I do remember African Queen. But I was going to ask you, do you think that Bill O'Brien is finally going to get his butt on the hot seat? Because I know he's good friends with Cal. What's his name? The owners.
Yeah.
I was going to say Ripken, but no, Cal.
Cal McNair. Yeah. I think,
what has he done to deserve keeping his job, Captain?
He doesn't. I mean, he is a shitty coach. He is a shitty coach, and why he's still there, I don't know.
He's got a shitty personality. He's got a horrible way he treats the fans. People are just being critical, and he's got to cuss them out and just blast them. And finally, they had to almost restrain him last year when they were getting their keister. Excuse my language. I'll just say it, they were getting their asses kicked by the Broncos, and he was a big part of that.
Yeah.
And of course, he can't take any criticism. He's from Dorchester, where my brother-in-law's from, in inner city Boston. And even my brother-in-law says, I can't stand that ass clown. Excuse my language, but that's what he is.
Yeah, he is. He is. And the only thing, his only saving grace, actually has two saving graces. The first saving grace is, I don't know why, but the owner takes him under wing, and he's kind of Teflon right now. But even then, I think the owner is going to figure out that this guy is a dog. He's a dog because he basically runs. Not only is he the coach or the head coach, but he's also the player personnel guy, the general manager, and he sucks. He sucks.
He actually, wasn't he the one that brought in that guy he got rid of Clowney, of course, for a bag of chips, and then he got that guy from Miami that offensive lineman that he paid way overpaid for. I guess they thought so much. First they were going after all these people that were on the Denver Broncos tree. Then they got really smart, and they said, well, we're going to get this guy O'Brien and everything. And he was from the Bill Belichick. The good thing about him is that he was
with all that Jerry Sandusky stuff, he was the head coach during that time. So I guess if you're going to give him, I mean, who would want to walk into that, what situation?
Yeah.
Up at Penn State, I mean, he went up there and saved that program, but he's just horrible. But I was going to ask you, it looks like the Rockets going to be out of the playoffs here and everything. The cream rises to the top as what's his name? Mike Ditka used to say, the frosted off the pumpkin with this team. And they're obviously they're just being overplayed. And you know what I tell people? And I just want to get your comment about this. I tell people that the problem with James Harden, he's not a team player. And I said, as long as he is on that team, they will not win an NBA title because he's too selfish. It's all big. He can have all the stats in the world, but it just is. I don't know. I just don't think it's not in his DNA. It's all about him. It's not all about the team.
Yeah, and I agree with you there.
What say you?
Well, Harden showed himself as a me first player when he pushed his way out of OKC because he didn't want to be the sixth man, and he was a fantastic person off the bench in OKC. And if he would have stayed in OKC, I really think that they would have been and Angela will back me on this because she's more the basketball person than I am. But if he would have stayed in OKC with KD, with Westbrook, they would have been the dynasty in the West and not the Warriors. They would have been what everybody aspired to. Now, I know that you have a soft place, obviously, for your Spurs, but if you look at what OKC would have had with Harden and KD and Westbrook, okay, and a couple auxiliary players, they would have been the class of the West. And, I know that, what was it now, when Kawhi was with the Spurs, and who was the guy that kind of hit Kawhi on the ankle and knocked him out of the playoffs? That was against the Warriors, wasn't it?
It was, yes, sir.
Yeah,
it was.
And people were saying that was pretty much a given that made sure that the Warriors were going to win that one of those championships. But Kawhi not with the Spurs, but KD staying there, obviously not going to the Warriors, but getting back. If James Harden stays with OKC, and all things being equal, KD doesn't obviously opt out to go to the Warriors, I think that they would have been the dynasty out in the West. And Harden is that fantastic player, but you know what? It takes 2 to 3 and a non-selfish attitude. And I just don't think that they have it. They don't have that. Harden and Westbrook back together still is not the team that is going to win that series. And they barely got past OKC to begin with. So I think that Harden needs to figure out that he needs more than just him, and he shouldn't be such a ball hogging asshole. But that's just Serena is out. Wow,
she's out.
Oh, Ed Winchell with the news.
Wow.
We're gonna hear from Angela.
We are.
Yeah, I don't know whether you'll probably be my last call, Steve. But yeah, I know Angela will not be in a good mood.
I know because she's a huge fan of the Williams sisters. Yeah, you know what it is though. Do you think and I'm trying to like Harden because the problem is he I've seen him do this forever. He'll sit there and take the ball all the way down and hog up and burn down the clock, and then he'll try to make a shot, and then he misses the shot sometimes. And between him and Westbrook, they're two me guys, and so there's not enough basketballs out there. But I just want to get your thoughts about who do you think's going to? I haven't been following hockey all that much, unfortunately. But how does it look in the next round for the Lightning?
Well, I think the Lightning are probably going to lose tomorrow because Killorn was suspended a game for that very nasty boarding call against the one guy on the Islanders. So, because he had a game misconduct in Game 2, and then he's gone for Game 3, and it was a nasty call. I think that I definitely agree with the game misconduct. I'm not sure whether I agree with a suspension for Game 3, but you know what? If it's only one game, okay, then that's it. But with Braden Point being out for the Lightning and Killorn, and remember Stamkos is not in this series, I think they're going to lose Game 3 because of that. I really think so.
You know, I was going to say you got to tip the hat to the Oakland Athletics. They really took care of the Astros, and the Astros can't get out of there fast enough. This is just a wash here. I've boycotted the Astros ever since this scandal because you know I just don't put up with cheaters. You know, like we call the cheat rats. I don't even watch the Patriots unless they're in the AFC Championship game and then the Super Bowl because I don't like to watch the cheaters is what I call them, the cheat rats. But I just want to get your thoughts before I go and everything. I just want to say, I wanted to tell you this, that my mom would have been watching all three of these Houston teams today because she loved her Astros, she loved her Rockets, she loved her Oilers. She was just a super fan, just like your mom and everybody. And, man, you can't help but think about, being the perfect storm. When was the last time you had a perfect storm being a Philly fan? Have you had it this year or not yet? Sports.
Well, I remember games when both the Flyers and the Phillies won. And I'm not really, and that was just recently, obviously. I'm not a big Sixers fan in basketball, so I didn't have it that. So to me, a perfect storm in Philly would be the Phillies the Phillies win, the Flyers win, and somebody grabs me a cheesesteak that's made correctly without onions and without cheese whiz, but real provolone, and throws in some pepperoni and some marinara. That to me, that's the perfect triple. A Philly cheesesteak, no onions, mushrooms, a provolone, marinara, with pepperoni on it. So like an Italian Philly cheese. That with the Phillies win and the Flyers win, that is a trifecta right there for Philly.
My father-in-law loved Geno's. Were you a Geno's fan or a Pets fan?
I don't care. I mean, I don't really. I don't like Cheese Whiz. So if one has Cheese Whiz and the other one doesn't, I think when we went to Pat's, if I'm mistaken, I think we went to Pat's. But that because I had cheesesteaks. As an adult, I had to go back to Philly to get them because I don't remember getting them as a kid. So I really couldn't tell you which one we had because I was only I was at kindergarten, first grade. Was it first, second? No, kindergarten I was in. Okay, yeah, it would have been 1, 2. So first grade, second grade, and third grade was in Philly. Okay, and I had kindergarten in both in Puerto Rico as well as I guess the end of it. So yeah, maybe, but yeah, I know that because I went to 2 elementary schools in Philly. I went to Brady and Stephen Girard, so I can remember that. But yeah, I don't remember cheesesteaks. I remember tasty cakes as a kid. I remember Now-a-laters. You know what do you ever had a now-a-later?
Is that anything like a moon pie?
No, a now-a-later is like those. It's kind of like a Starburst. In that it was like a chunk of sugar sugar that was colored, fruit colored, but it was harder. It was harder than a sun. What do you call it? Not a Starburst. There you go. It was harder than a Starburst, so it lasted a little longer. And you couldn't if you bit into it, you would just have like a chunk. But Starburst, you bite into it, you can actually eat it quick. But an hour later is kind of like that. But if you don't want to bite into it, you just would really just suck it all of the way through to get the flavor out of it.
There you go. It sounds great, Captain. I was going to ask you one last thing on the way out. I know you're busy and it's getting late for you.
Yeah, gotta be the last thing. Got to be the last thing, Steve.
Okay. What do you think about the game on Sunday? Are we going to win, or what do you think? And what do you think the final score is going to be? No, I'll leave it at that.
I don't ever give scores. I'm definitely Al Davis. Just win, and I think we will. Like I said, predicting scores. I mean, that's definitely up where you put money on games and gamble and stuff like that. I don't do that, and so
I don't either.
I just think that the Raiders have a better team than the Panthers, and as long as you hold Christian McCaffrey to because he's going to get yards, he's going to have over 100 yards combined receiving as well as rushing. That's a given. He's going to have over 100. But
Oh.
but if you limit his impact plays, then the Raiders will win.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, Captain. You have a wonderful night, you and all your listeners, and good health to you. I hope you're in good health, and we'll talk to you soon. And go Raiders. We're back, baby.
You got it, baby. And it's great hearing from you, man. Appreciate it.
Always great hearing from you, brother. You have a good night. Take care. God bless.
Right. Oh, Steve, one thing before you go. I didn't give out the helmet yet, so it's still available.
Oh, you didn't?
No. We got to get to 1,000 subscribers. We got to get to 1,000.
How many do we have?
906, I think. So we need.
Okay, I'll keep.
Yeah, we need to get
the word out,
94.
sure.
Yeah, need 94 more, and then we'll give away the helmet.
That's awesome. I'm going to get one of your patches, but I'll send you a message. But you have a great night, and thanks for all your great shows, you and Angela and Homer and everybody. You guys are getting me through this pandemic, and I can't thank you enough. And have a wonderful night.
All right. Hey, always good hearing from you, brother.
You too. Take care. Bye.
All right. That's Houston Raider Steve. Always good to hear from him. And as we fade, what's the old expression? Fade to black. Well, we're not fading to black, but we do have things here. Ed Winchell, good night. Wow, it's hard seeing that. Wow, Sabrina's out. Angela is definitely going to be upset. So, what can you do? So again, I appreciate everybody for being here. We have 4 watching, and I'm one of them. So maybe it's Asylum. And I did not fuck it up. I didn't fuck it up. I actually did the Skype thing rather well. But that's just the way that is. Anyway, great hearing from everybody. We will be here tomorrow night, if all goes well, with Jack Squirick in a Black Shield and Galleon Wheel webcast. Look for it, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. So we'll hear from Jack. And again, if all goes well, a 2-person team will be here, and will be an interview with 2 people that have never been in the room, and it's surprising that they work well together. So we'll see that. Hopefully, I get that squared away. Y'all take care. Come back and see us. Thanks for joining us. Remember, Jack Squirick tomorrow night, and then Sunday night, after the game, it'll be myself and Homer in Asylum. See, Asylum, I didn't forget. Myself and Homer in Asylum immediately after the game. And then I will have the Ask Captain Jack show probably about an hour after the game ends. So we'll go from there. Take care, everybody. Be well. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday starting tomorrow. We'll see you on the next show.